Hello, friends. This Saturday night at 5 p.m., we're hosting a free concert featuring Rick Recht. Over the years, Rick has come to Beth Chaim a number of times, and many people in our community are familiar with his music and dynamic stage presence. And I'm sure that there are many people in our community who might have heard some of his songs but have never seen him in concert. So today I'd like to share some things about Rick Recht that might surprise even those who are fans of his. Rick Recht is one of the most influential Jewish musicians of our time. His innovations in Jewish music, media, and leadership training have had an important impact on Jewish life in this country. What do I mean by that? Well, many of you have personally benefited, or at least have heard of, the PJ Library. The PJ Library has been a powerful force in promoting Jewish literacy and bringing wonderful Jewish books, music, and DVDs to young families who might otherwise have little connection to Judaism. Guess who the national celebrity spokesperson for the PJ Library happens to be? None other than Rick Recht. Up until recently, there was nowhere for Jewish song leaders, educators, or prayer leaders to hone their craft. In 2009, Rick Recht was one of the founders and the executive director of Song Leader Boot Camp, an extraordinary national leadership program. More than 2,000 participants from across the country have experienced Song Leader Boot Camp conferences and leadership training programs. Talented Jewish musicians, song leaders, and educators have met, created meaningful networks, and continue to learn from the Song Leader Boot Camp, probably from any other source. In the world of Jewish music and media, Jewish rock radio is unique. It is a 24/7 internet radio network born in 2009 and based in Chesterfield, Missouri. The founder and executive director, you guessed it, Rick Recht. Listen to Rick Recht's own words, and I quote, "From the beginning, my mission has always been to strengthen Jewish identity and engagement for Jewish youth, teens, and families. I see myself as a connector, an elevator of community. My greatest goal is to identify, support, and train Jewish artists, educators, and leaders who will provide inspiration and connection for generations to come." End quote. After Rick toured heavily for many years in the Jewish world, he realized that the growing need for more leadership and training opportunities for thought leaders and artists to share their message and music. This led him to launch Jewish Rock Radio and Song Leader Boot Camp leadership training programs 13 years ago, forever changing the landscape of the Jewish world. Rick Recht continues to be an inspiration to so many Jewish artists, educators, and perhaps even more importantly, has made Jewish prayer come alive for countless Jews. You know, when Dean Chapman, our beloved Beth Chaim song leader, first began bringing his musical gifts to our community, he turned me and the entire community onto Rick Recht's brand of Jewish prayer with catchy, spirited Jewish versions of traditional prayers, emphasizing tikkun olam, social justice, and a great love of Shabbat and other central Jewish spiritual practices. Rick's music has had a profound impact on the prayer life of our community and so many Jewish communities around the country. We are very grateful to Scott and Naomi Ehrlich and Aryeh and Nikeli Cohn for bringing Rick Recht to Beth Chaim at a time when we are so hungry for connection and in-person, safe communal gatherings. If it weren't enough that the concert was being provided for free, our generous sponsors have arranged to have food trucks from Fuddruckers and Mr. Smoothie at our event, and all the hamburgers, hot dogs, and ice cream are also free of charge. This is such a great gift to our community. And it doesn't really matter what age you are. Rick Recht's music will energize you, get your hands clapping, and touch your heart. This is truly, truly an extraordinary opportunity. There is plenty of room to spread out on our spacious patio. Bring a blanket, some chairs, your masks, and be prepared to have a wonderful evening basking in the warmth of our community. I look forward to seeing you there this Saturday night at 5 p.m. Stay safe and be well. Shalom uvracha, peace and blessings.